Rayven Choi here, Rattle Radio, LA.com. I'm at the Shero booth. Shequeta had to go walk away for a second, and sometimes you get drafted and you have to just step up and do that, but we're at Rattle Radio. We will do it for artists at Artist Alley. We have no hesitation to make sure people get their stuff blown up. Now, somebody did come here for a sale for number one. I had no idea what that was, so I told them, please come back in 10 minutes when Shequeta's here. And I think a couple of people are right to the side there that want to do a sale. And here she comes right now. See that? Look, she's just taking her time too. She on a stroll too. She not even, she's so sexy, so cool. She's not even running back to the booth. She just shopping, looking at some things, you know.
I just stopped to take a picture.
You know, there were some sales coming by your way. So I'm gonna help you right there. Yes, you know. That's what we do at Rattle Radio. We do it for y'all, okay? Everything and all.
They help the comic creators to take bathroom breaks. And they sit at their table and guard.
Yes. Money out.
You say peace.
Okay, this is LA Comic Con post the SheroCon. So how does LA Comic Con help you now that we're in the post in the SheroCon, going into SheroCon number 2, right?
Yeah.
So tell everybody what SheroCon is, even though they know what LA Comic Con is.
Okay, so SheroCon is an all-female Comic Con that I host. I hosted it in March of 2019. It's coming up in March of 2020. The reason I put it together was because it's Women's History Month. It's like I wanted to honor the women in comics. There's not really a lot of cons I know of that feature just women. So I got together maybe like 25 women that do comics, that do crafts. We got together inside of this Culver City Westfield Mall. We did a one-day con.
The what mall?
Fox Hills Mall.
The West Side?
Westfield, Culver City.
Westfield, Culver City.
Westfield Mall, Culver City.
Yes.
Which people still call the Fox Hills Mall, because that's what it used to be called.
Unless you haven't left your house in 20 years, it's called the Fox Hills Mall. So, you know.
But so we had it in the middle of the mall. Over 2,000 people showed up. It was pretty darn amazing. Lots of women, female empowerment. Lots of men that were there supporting the women, who were fans of the women. So coming up in 2020, it's going to be even bigger. I'm hoping to get Wonder Woman to come. Linda Carter is going to hopefully present with the award.
When you're putting on a con yourself,
yes.
What is the first thing you have to do? Is it like I had to secure the venue, the location, yes. Or what was the main thing for you, or just access for ease?
This one I fell into because I wasn't planning to do it in a mall. I was just going to do a comic shop and do some women together. But I called the mall on the spur of the moment just to kind of see if they had any events going on already that I could tag along to it. They were like, no, we don't have anything going on, but we like that idea.
Is it a fee that you pay up front, or what is there they just want more traffic?
Well, originally it was supposed to be like the traffic coming through and me helping with that, but then as it got bigger, because they wanted to be bigger, then I paid like a fee, like a leasing fee. They gave me a good deal on it because it was just me.
Okay.
And so first I was going to try to do the tables for free, but I ended up charging some little fee to the women to help cover the charge of having the mall space. And then after that, it was just putting it together, like getting the women together, finding women that do comics, because I knew some people, but I didn't know enough people to make up like 25 people. So pulling them together, finding people that are celebrities or that are known in the comics that will come and talk about it.
Shequeta, is this the first female Comic Con? I don't know. I don't want to say it is, but can we kind of say that until I get?
You can say the first one in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Now, there's not one in Los Angeles that's happened.
We'll just say the first one on the West Coast. We'll just take over the West Coast.
No, I think there's one in Portland. I think there's Geek Girl Con that's in Portland.
No one counts Portland as a West Coast girl. Ain't nobody counting
Portland is a couple states up from California. It's not that far up.
Ain't nobody counting the West Coast as Portland. Don't we just
Portland is a part of the West Coast.
You mean South Canada.
I'm from North Carolina.
You mean South
New
Canada.
York is a part of the East Coast.
Portland is South Canada, okay? By the time you get through getting all the haze in, I was at Cannabis Convention last week. They were talking about the Oregon flower coming over there.
Nonetheless, there's a Geek Girl Con that I know about that's up that way. This is probably the first one that was in California or in Los Angeles.
Well, especially for people of color, though, for women of color, too.
Well, yeah, I focus on women of color. I actually focus on all women for the Comic Con. My company, Shero Comics, focuses on minority women because we're kind of getting ignored in this industry. So that's what the whole target is about at the end of the O, is about focusing in on minority women and us telling our stories. And so that's my whole goal with Shero Comics.
When you're at SheroCon, are you reintroducing Rayven Choi, or are you trying to establish new characters? What is your main goal when you're at SheroCon?
At SheroCon, my main goal is women. My main goal is to inspire women, to empower women, to pay homage to women who are doing comics and are in films, That's my goal with SheroCon. So like I didn't even get a chance to be at my table at SheroCon. I was on stage interviewing women, doing Q&As, and trying to be inspirational to the audience. And like there were people that were in the mall that maybe never read a comic before, so they were coming out and actually getting an education on the fact that women do comics.
I think the next round is for you to talk to LAUSAD, because I think they should be busing high school kids in there who are females or girls, and from colleges who are interested in getting into the business.
Right.
And then they can check out, go to SheroCon and actually make real contacts. And that's the only way you're going to inspire the next generation is they see people doing it, they see it as a business, it's an entrepreneurial situation, and you can control your own destiny. You know? And I think there's not enough empowerment type of events like that run by people of color especially, that you could also partner with those too as well.
Well, I had some students that volunteered that came, and they were actually running my Comic-Con. So that was interesting. Some high school kids from Culver City High School that came in, so they were awesome. But yeah, definitely LAUSD got to come, bring the kids. I spoke with a couple of them, but yeah, this next year is going to be even bigger. So it's going to be a lot more kids, a lot more young people. I mean, I was excited at the people that came. So it was just like, I was just grateful. I didn't know if it was going to be like 5 people or 500. It ended up being over 2,000. So it was a great surprise for me that people are interested in comics and in women who do comics.
And I'm sure, like if you start getting out to some of the publicists and let them know that that there are people of color that can come, females that can come through and come there and speak, they can contact you like that too. So where is the next year's exactly? On what time? Will you know the date and everything, or
the tentative date for me is March 7th. I have to contact them all and make sure that date's available. But they said they want me to come back and do it again for Women's History Month. I'm just trying to get my schedule.
Do you have to slot a schedule time, or is it kind of flexible? Because I know even for next year it's coming up.
Well, this past year I went to see them. I talked to them in the end of January, and so I got the March 8th date. Because I didn't want to get into with the Easter Bunny and all that stuff that was coming. So I did the first weekend.
Yeah, you big girl, but I don't know if you can knock off the Easter Bunny yet.
I'm not messing with the Easter Bunny. I'm not on that level yet. I don't know if I'll ever be on that level to mess with the Easter Bunny. So yeah, so probably March 7th is the date I'm looking at right now. It's probably going to be in the same location in Culver City Mall, Westfield, Culver City, and yeah, hopefully it's going to be even bigger.
Where can they go to get updates about SheroCon?
They can go to my website, Sherocomics.com. If you get on the newsletter, I send out emails. I send you guys stuff first on the email. I try to, of the date. So save the date. I'll send out probably in the next couple of weeks so everybody can get ready. I'm always looking for volunteers that want to come. So if you want to volunteer for SheroCon, I could definitely use you. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Culver City Mall, Wakanda next.
Wakanda is everywhere I go. Don't you hear the drums?
Definitely.
Yes.